Yeah, what's the problem? That's fight wild. I will Shakur up and that nigga.
The time has arrived for us to stand down and to start giving Gervonta Davis the love and respect that he deserves. This brother is elite. And he said this something, and this is what really stood out to me. You know, you got a lot of guys talking smack, talking junk, going back and forth, and I get that. Not just because they're hyping up the fight, but they got a belief in themselves. Major props to them for that. Gervonta Davis looked him in the face weeks ago, and he said, I'm telling you right now, you ain't ready.
Yeah.
Okay? You're not ready yet. He said, you good, but you're not ready.
Yeah.
He said, and he went just like this. He said, you really, really should have waited because I'm going to take you in the deep waters. And you ain't ready.
Stevenson, I keep telling people, Shakur Stevenson beats Tank.
You
cannot say that Shakur Stevenson would not have beaten Tank last Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he would have.
He knows what he's doing. He's hard to beat. To bring out the best in Shakur, you gotta pressure him like Tank. Tank will bring out the best of him, and we'll see a great fight. Tank is just a monster right now.
Be your hardest matchup. Devin Haney, Tank, or would it be Ryan Garcia?
Nah, Ryan, just X him out. He's trash. It's gonna be Tank. I ain't say it before, but I'm gonna say it like me and him the big fight.
Rumors are gaining momentum that Gervonta Davis could take on Shakur Stevenson in his return fight, a matchup that has fans eagerly anticipating a major showdown. Stevenson has repeatedly expressed his desire to face elite-level opponents, and a bout with Davis would represent one of the biggest challenges available to him.
Who's next? I told y'all who I want to fight. I can't keep saying the same thing. I already told y'all who I want to fight. The best versus the best. That should be my next fight. I told y'all I'm a dog. I'm a top level, elite level fighter. So let's make boxing great again. Let's put the best fighters in the ring with each other, and let's see who come out victorious.
I don't want to look too far ahead of it, but obviously you want to handle business here. Everybody wants to see that fight with you and Tank Davis, man. I think that is one of the big prize fights out there, man.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel about that? I don't want to have you looking ahead of what's happening Saturday, but clearly that's a big money match right there.
Honestly, I've been calling for the fight for 2 to 3 years now, so I'm ready for the fight. It's all on Tank. Tank gotta say he's ready. I've been hearing that he's gonna fight Jake Paul.
However, nothing has been officially confirmed, as both Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson have remained quiet while any potential negotiations continue behind closed doors.
People in the world that I think that could beat Tank. That would be Devin, that would be Shakur, and Tank Davis himself.
You got the last one right. That's the only person that can beat me, Gervonta Davis. That's the only person. Them niggas cannot touch me at all. They all been in the ring with me. They all been in the ring, and I cracked both of them. I
I feel you. I told you it's a 50-50 fight.
Ain't no 50-50 fight, nigga. How you gonna keep me off when you ain't got no power?
I was also told that Devin got the best of you in the last sparring session.
And you know I sparred them twice.
That's right. If Bill
took him out the ring, I almost knocked him out in Floyd Gym. Did they tell you that? Did they tell you that?
I don't know, but I ain't hear that.
Oh, okay. Tell to Devin and his dad to get out my dick. Tell him, be prepared. Because after these first two niggas, oh man, I'm coming straight at niggas.
Gervonta Davis has shown strong confidence in his abilities, stating that neither Shakur Stevenson nor Devin Haney pose a real threat to him, and that the only person capable of defeating him is himself.
I'm telling you, as a fighter, I will pick Shakur because I don't believe Tank will be able to land those big shots on Shakur like he does everybody else.
Right.
Shakur defense is just too tight. And not only Shakur, Keyshawn either.
Oh, you don't think Key either? Even right now, I feel like it's a little... Key nice though, but it might be a little early for Key right now.
Listen, Tank get hits a lot. Tank, in my eyes, Tank is always losing until he's not.
Yeah, a lot of times, yeah.
If you watch those fights...
Well, at least in the early rounds. Middle rounds, he start coming up, but I see what you're saying. Them early rounds, yeah.
Let Keyshawn start hitting them like everybody else hitting them. Let him start hitting them with everybody else, like everybody else hit them.
Yeah.
Man, he gonna clean them.
Terence Crawford believes that Gervonta Davis may struggle to land his usual power shots against Shakur Stevenson, pointing to Stevenson's tight defense and precise timing. He explains that while Davis often becomes more effective in the later rounds, he can have difficulty connecting early. And against a fighter as accurate as Stevenson, those openings could be taken advantage of quickly.
Like, who will win out of Shakur and Gervonta?
Gervonta Davis?
Yeah.
I like to go with Tank. You know, everyone's going to go with Tank, you know. It would be a very interesting fight. Shakur takes a good shot, though. He's a specialist. That's why some fights that he doesn't look good in, because he's so superior. He is boring watching sometimes. But he's a specialist. He knows what he's doing. He's hard to beat. To bring out the best in Shakur, you got to pressure him like Tank. Tank will bring out the best of him, and we'll see a great fight. Tank is just a monster right now.
Say, man, look, man. Your beef is not with Floyd Mayweather. You sitting here beefing with Floyd. It's a fighter out here that's been calling your name that want to fight you. Gervonta Tank Davis, let's make the fight happen, man. I'm tired of tweeting. I'm tired of talking about it. Stop ducking me and let's make the fight happen, man. Come on.
Mike Tyson has shared his view on a potential matchup between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis, leaning in favor of Davis. He acknowledges Stevenson's high-level skill and technical ability, noting that his style can sometimes appear less exciting, but still very effective. At the same time, Tyson believes Davis' aggression and knockout power could push Stevenson to his limits, adding that Davis is currently a very dominant and dangerous presence in the division.
Do you believe we will finally see Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis in 2026?
Fuck him. Fuck him. I don't even want to speak on him. I don't got too much to say about him.
Wow. And if I may, tell me why. Where's that heat come from?
I don't talk on people who feel as though I need them, because I don't need nobody. I'm a big superstar in my own right. I make a lot of big money in my own right, and I don't need.
On the other hand, Shakur Stevenson had long been eager to face Gervonta Davis, repeatedly calling him out in an effort to make this highly anticipated showdown a reality.
Gervonta Davis is a huge fight for Shakur Stevenson, and for people to act like the biggest fight in boxing is with somebody like Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia is absolutely ridiculous. Now, why do we know that Gervonta Davis is such a big fight? Because Gervonta Davis has now beaten, I do believe, 5 or 6, I think it's 6 people that he beat went on to win world championships, including Ryan Garcia, who people are saying Shakur Stevenson should fight.
However, the situation has shifted significantly, as Shakur Stevenson now shows little interest in facing Gervonta Davis, dismissing the idea of the matchup altogether. He has emphasized that he doesn't rely on that fight to maintain his status, stating that he is already established as a top name and earning at a high level on his own.
Stevenson is a good fighter. He moves a lot, and it's very difficult to get hit. To hit him, but I like Gervonta Davis.
Okay.
He's a really good fighter. He hits hard, and he knows how to go forward. So I put my money on it.
Ain't gone nowhere. Tank is still here, and I guarantee you something gonna happen. Everybody missed Tank fight. You know, when he come back, it got to be the right fight, because we want to entertain. Things happen for a reason, to make a person much stronger. One of the guys that y'all truly love is not in the mix right now, but he will be back in the mix. Y'all gotta remember, Tank been doing this shit since he was 7 years old. Sometimes you need that reset. Him being away, you know, going through things that he's been going through, this crazy ass stuff. You know, he looks happy. He looks happy. I can't wait.
Shakur Stevenson has expressed confidence in his own status, stating that he is already a major name and financially successful without needing anyone else. However, analyst Fannin argues that a fight with Gervonta Davis would still represent a huge opportunity for Stevenson.
In your eyes, would be the opponent you would want to see him in the ring with?
I can't tell nobody that yet. You understand? I already know who I would like for him to see just for a comeback. The person that I want to see him in the ring, that's the one we're going to fight. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't say that. I think it's an easy fight. You know, everybody in tune with it. You know, it's being promoted. Right under y'all nose is being promoted. Y'all don't need.
Calvin Ford gave an answer that Gervonta Davis is like taking a break. He's not retiring. That's the message, that he was not retiring. And that, you know, there's some people out there that they're looking to fight, but it's a mystery who they are, because he's not allowed to talk about it. And Calvin Ford is also, I'm telling you, very, very honest, that when he speaks for himself And it is up to Gervonta Davis to say what it's ultimately going to be. But it is a very good sign because they're not doing anything like what was talked about with Gervonta Davis just a few months ago when it looked like, according to all these people, that Gervonta Davis was going to be in jail, right? Series of warrants and all these bad predictions. All of a sudden, they don't look as bad anymore. And you actually have people talking about one of the best fighters in the sport of boxing.
Canelo Alvarez has shared his view on a potential clash between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson, recognizing Stevenson's speed and defensive movement that make him difficult to hit. At the same time, he highlights Davis' power and forward pressure, ultimately leaning toward Davis to come out on top while still acknowledging Stevenson as a highly skilled fighter.
This kid is an exceptional fighter. He's one of the top 10 pound-for-pound fighters in the world. And there has been a campaign to run this guy's name down because he's with the PBC, or he's not with Matchroom, or he's not with DAZN, or he's not with Ring. So these people who are the loudest talkers in all of boxing all conspire to, or collude, I should say, collude, not conspire, collude to interpret every negative thing that happens about Gervonta in a way to eliminate him and want him out of.
There's finally some positive news for fans, as Gervonta Davis is expected to make his return this year. Calvin Ford confirmed that preparations are underway, with discussions for a major fight happening behind the scenes. He described Davis' time away as a calculated reset, noting that he looks more focused and refreshed. Ford also emphasized that the comeback will be carefully planned, with the right opponent chosen to deliver an exciting performance for fans.